When the Jaguars traded for Calvin Ridley last year, I think that a lot of people were kind of shocked in a way because I mean, I believe he had just been suspended for gambling, if I'm not mistaken.
Throwing dice.
Yeah, throwing dice.
Yeah,
and it's like, okay, and I understand why the NFL is cracking down on it, but overall, he's a special player. I think that he
is. He always hit the over.
Yep. Oh boy. I think that when they traded for him, a lot of people were surprised, but to see how he's already come into this offense, and yes, the somewhat modest numbers to start out with, 33 catches for 451 yards and 2 touchdowns, somewhat modest, but I feel like Calvin Ridley has been the missing piece to this offense, and the main reason for that is because you have a guy like Travis Etienne that we know it's built around him, but you've got Christian Kirk, you've got Evan Ingram, you've got Zay Jones, so you needed a guy that could take the top off a defense and be that alpha number one, and so I think that he was the missing piece for this offense, and really is going to be the big thing that puts them over the top for being not only playoff contenders, I think they're Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah, and so I want you to hear me out on this.
Okay.
So Calvin Ridley, I do think is the missing piece, but this puzzle went back last year when they signed Christian Kirk. So I don't think that they went in signing Christian Kirk to that big deal and going, all right, we're done. I really, truly don't. I think it was the setup piece to get Calvin Ridley because once you had Christian Kirk established and in there, he got some for wide receiver ones, wide receiver one looks, and it doesn't fit him. It's not his fit. And by doing that and then going out and getting your wide receiver one, there is no hostility there.
Yeah.
This is the guy. You are going to benefit from having the guy.
Yeah.
So I think how the Jaguars did this was extremely smart.
Yeah.
And it was well played out because I really do think that was the end game. And it may not have been Calvin Ridley. It may have been another wide receiver one. But in order for Christian Kirk, who just had a good year, to be comfortable, you had to bring him in for a year and really make him kind of realize, hey, it would be really nice to get somebody on the other side to get that safety over there. Yeah. That's going to open me up, and now I'm going to get paid. Yeah. And the fact that the SEC is running this offense is nice, yes. Especially when you got 2 Clemson kids. So like I do enjoy watching Calvin Ridley. I think his stats are very not there yet. Yeah. But modest. But I do think that he opens this offense up and he's making everything tick. Etienne's gonna be throwing him a birthday card. You know, Kurt's got to be throwing him a birthday card. Yep. All that stuff. He is the missing piece. But I do think this goes back to last year when it started, and that was the whole development into getting to this. And that's why I do think they're going to be a good team this year. But I think they're missing one more thing, and I'm not sure what that is. They're missing that one more thing to make that leap, but I do see them in the Super Bowl. And then, within the next 3 years, I do see the Jaguars in the Super Bowl. I just don't think it's going to be this year. They're clicking, but they're not clicking hard enough to get by a Patrick Mahomes or a Joe Burrow. It's just, I don't think it's there yet.
My big thing is I'm worried about this offensive line still, and we'll cover this in another video, but I know that they just traded for Ezra Cleveland, and as a Vikings fan, I can tell you, I'm so excited for what he's going to bring to this offense, but the offensive line still does concern me to a degree, and also can this defense step up in big moments? We're going to have to see.
It's a good defense. It's not a great defense. See, and that's the issue is I don't know. Like, there's certain teams that had good defenses going into the Super Bowl, and then those defenses became great. Yeah. And I don't know if this defense right now has the capability of doing that. I think it's going to be good throughout the playoffs, but I don't think it's going to be able to make the turn into a great defense. Yeah. When they really need it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so, no, I absolutely agree. I think that the Jaguars are trending in the right direction thanks to Calvin Ridley. No thanks to whatever it is. But overall, let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let us know if you think that Calvin Ridley was the missing piece for the Jacksonville Jaguars.